Hello and welcome to the Grown Man channel, a place where a grown man talks to grown folks about grown up things. On this channel, I'm going to be sharing ideas, advice, and stories about becoming better people and being in a better position to evolve with your surroundings. Now, why did I make this channel? Well, it's time to put good content out there that inspired grown folks can gravitate towards, especially if they want to adapt to these changing times. And if the lessons I've learned in my life can work for me, they should certainly work for you. So maybe you're wondering, who is this guy and should I even listen to him? Well, in this introductory video for my channel, we're going to take a brief look into who I am, how did I get to the point where I am today, what I learned along the way and how you can benefit from it, and what kind of content to look forward to on this channel. With that being said, let's get started, but make sure you're one of the first viewers to hit that like button. As far as who I am, my name is Corey and I was born and raised in Slidell, Louisiana with my parents and younger brothers. Now, we went to church on a regular basis, and while I never fully understood it all, it was my first source of understanding spirituality and personal strength. I also spent a lot of time with my grandmothers, and through them, I learned how to incorporate independence, self-sufficiency, and gratitude in my life. When I wasn't at school or church, I spent most of my time at the Boys and Girls Club, and that experience taught me the importance of community and volunteering your time to help others. Now, in school, I was a good student for the most part, and I took a big interest in math and science. This interest has stayed with me through adulthood, as I tend to rely on subjects like math, behavioral science, economics, and history to find solutions for the issues that people are facing today. Now, that's a little bit about who I am, but how did a grown man like myself end up where I am today? Well, despite my interests growing up, I actually had a hard time when it came to developing into an adult. When it came to figuring out what I wanted to do with my life, I struggled because I wasn't really sure what I was good at or what I valued in a career. I struggled with relationships because I didn't understand the rules of the game or how to take responsibility for my choices. And I also struggled with finances because I was never really taught how to create a budget or make the right moves towards a secure financial future. One day, after noticing that life wasn't going how I wanted it to go, I decided it was time to find a different environment. Plus, I was tired of evacuating for hurricanes. So I moved to Central Texas for a couple of years before finally settling into the Seattle area. Now, this move helped me to get into the IT industry, which has proven to be more lucrative and stable than my last career. And finding success and clarity in these areas of my life has given me the confidence to demand a higher standard when it comes to who I date and relationships in general. And having higher standards for women means that I have higher standards for myself. When reflecting on all of that, there are a few lessons that I've taken away and I've always rely on to keep me to keep up with my goals, basically. To put it simply, you are responsible for your life. And that means you can make good things happen or constantly accept the bad things or just the mediocre things. Now, there are so many people out there that are praying for a blessing, and so many people that are putting good energy out there into the universe and waiting for results. Now, no matter what you believe in, here is the truth. God has blessed you with arms and legs and a brain to get out there and get your own blessing. Some people have less than that, and they're still out there getting it, and so can you. Now, another life lesson that I can pass on to you is to know yourself. Now, I know it sounds like a simple cliche, but there is some merit in knowing who you truly are. When you know who you truly are, no one can tell you differently or change your identity to meet their agenda. Knowing yourself instills confidence. Your goals become more clear, and you can spend more time moving forward in order to meet those goals. Now, the third and perhaps the most important lesson in life is to always use critical thinking. Grown people have to think a little deeper about the information that is presented to them and ask the right questions to determine what's actually valid. Now, a sad truth about the digital age of today is that so much data and information is accessible to everyone, to the point where there seems to be very little incentive to do any critical thinking about what is being presented. People will just believe whatever they're being told. But personally, I can't afford to not try to see past the surface. So with all of that being said, what can the viewers expect from this channel? Well, I plan to cover a variety of topics from with a few ongoing series as well, depending on how well those videos perform. You can expect a fair amount of content on personal finance. Probably one of the biggest keys to life is having a peace of mind when it comes to money. And I think right about now, people really need the right tools to empower themselves and gain financial freedom and independence. Now, these tools include planning and budgeting, getting rid of debt, investing, and some deep discussions about how the rich stay rich no matter what the economic climate is. I'll make sure to mix in some topics regarding dating and some ideas to really optimize your relationships. Because let's face it, if grown folks are budgeting and saving money, then we have to find somebody to spend it on, right? But seriously though, building wealth should be one of the main goals for an adult, and finding the right person to share that with and enrich your life should be just as imperative. So it's important that we talk about the rules of the dating game and how to keep the other person on their toes once you find them. You can also expect a few thought experiments here and there for deep reflection on the well-being of individuals and society as a whole. Again, we're grown folks, so we'll be doing some critical thinking. And remember to keep a lookout for some surprises and some personal journeys that I'm embarking on that hopefully you'll be able to relate to and take something from it. Now, honestly, I'm very excited for what's in store, and I'm extremely thankful for anyone that comes along for the ride. And if my content happens to enrich or empower the life of at least one viewer, then I've achieved my goal. For now, I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you're looking forward to more content, please click that like button and subscribe. Have a great day, and don't forget, everything you touch turns to gold, only because you make it so. See you next time.